When you look at yourself in the mirror, what are you saying to yourself? How do you feel? What is your thoughts look like? What is your self-esteem? What is your image? What is your impression of yourself? And those are questions I ask because I think that a lot of people today struggle with poor self-image, and they get caught up with what is happening in society, how everybody else looks, how everybody else feels, how they think that they're supposed to look or feel. And they have this idea in their head that's probably not even realistic of what beauty really is. And I see more and more in society that people are caught up with this, and it's happening to younger and younger people where they're just not happy with themselves, how they look, how they feel. And it's funny that I'm doing this video because I'm up at my off-grid property. I burnt my nose yesterday, which is amazing. My hair is crazy. I went out running this morning. I've showered. It's like, whatever it is, what it is. And I was just thinking about people's images of themselves, how they feel about themselves, what their thought process is, and what their self-thoughts are like. And I was out running and I just thought I'm just going to make a random video about this because I feel like more and more people are struggling with poor image. And it really comes down to self-hatred. And that's a harsh way to put it. But I feel that I need to say that to almost send shocks through people so that they realize when you're always wanting to change everything external about yourself, whether it's like, oh, I don't like my nose, I don't like my eyes, I want to get Botox, I'm getting wrinkly, I need whatever, I need to look better, I need to change myself to feel better, to look better, to impress people, for people to love me, whatever it is that you are thinking. I just want to tell you that it's not true. That's actually a lie. And a lot of people believe it. You know, I'm at the age where I have a lot of friends that are, getting Botox, they're getting plastic surgery done. I've been in women's fashion for years. Lots of stuff I've seen through. Lots of procedures, plastic surgery, you name it, from everything that there is known to mankind. And I have to say is that after those, people might be happy with how that procedure looks, but it never stops because they haven't dealt with the root of the issue of they don't really love themselves. They can't accept themselves, sorry, it's getting a little windy, for who they are, and understand that there's a greater thing going on within them. And that's what I want to talk about today is if that's you, where you're just feeling that I really don't like this about myself, or I need to get this to feel better or feel prettier or to feel more loved, or maybe my spouse or my significant other or people will like me more, love me more, or I'm going to look like a star, or whatever it is. There's a greater issue going on because that is never going to satisfy that. You are never going to be happy after one procedure. It never stops. It really doesn't. And I think that there's a bigger issue going on that is internal, not external. And you need to determine and figure out, why do you want to change yourself so much? And look, I get it. Like, I had a friend that broke her nose playing sports. I get it. She probably wanted nose surgery because it looked horrible. I get it. But when everything about you and your self-talk is about how much you want to change yourself all the time, look prettier, be better, have this, have that, you are not really helping yourself. You are actually giving your own self vibes of, I really don't like you. I don't like how you look. And then that actually emphasizes to other people around you. They can pick up on that. When you have that that insecurity about yourself and that, almost self-hatred, it does pass through, and other people can feel it. Other people can sense it. And there's a greater thing going on that you need to ask yourself some questions as to why. I just had a girlfriend the other day ask me, what if I've done any procedures, if I'm getting Botox or doing anything like that, because I'm at that age. And I just said, no, I'm going to learn to embrace aging. It's a part of it. Does that mean I'm going to continue to do facials and, use, good night creams? Yes. But am I going to go get Botox? Am I going to go get plastic surgery? No. You can probably see I have no makeup on right now. You can probably see that sorry, I thought I heard a bird above me. Oh, I do. You can probably see the bags under my eyes, whatever. At the end of the day, I'm making this video also to make a statement that even for me, I have to look in the mirror and say, I love myself as I age, with the wrinkles or without the wrinkles. And that is pretty powerful. And teaching yourself to go deeper within and go, to have all those procedures isn't going to make me, it might make me feel better temporarily, but whatever is going on in my heart, whatever is going on internally, that is not going to fix it. It's really not. And being in the fashion industry and in the retail world, I saw this a lot with a lot of young girls, older girls, everybody, men, women, you name it, thinking that if I change this about myself, I'll feel better. And so I just want to say, for those of you that are feeling that way, you're probably not alone. I think that probably the statistics now are like 90% of people today, because we're comparing ourselves to so many other people and other things. We are really not happy with how we look, with our outward appearance, with our outward identity. And that is not the most important thing in life. I know some people think it is. People act like it is, but it's really not. And so stop and ask yourself some questions about why you feel that you have to do that. And I want to encourage you that the first thing you need to do is to stop telling yourself every time you look in the mirror or every time you think about your body or yourself that I want to change this, because that is not healthy. It's not helping you get to where you want to go. And in the long run, it's really not going to fix anything. Because again, this is all about a heart issue. It's about learning to love and accept yourself where you are at today, right now, and who you're created to be. And I think that that's a lot of things that aren't talked about nowadays. Everybody is just like, yeah, if it makes you feel better, people are, oh, let's get a boob job, let's get a butt job, let's get this, let's get that. People are like, let's Botox my armpits because I don't want to sweat. People, you need to sweat. It's natural. You don't know the long-term effects of, putting Botox into your sweat glands. Like, what is going to happen to people in 10 and 15 years from now? That could cause breast cancer. Is that worth it? No. People sweat. It's just a part of life. But it's almost like people want to make themselves void of all of these things. And that is a greater issue that is internal. It's not external. You're trying to fix something on the outside, which is really in your heart. So ask yourself some questions. Learn to love yourself. I don't know, stand in the mirror and tell yourself that you're beautiful. Tell yourself that you're comfortable with who you are. Those are hard things to do. I'm not saying that I'm an expert at that or anything, but I know like it's easy even for me. I'm slimmer, I'm fit, but I could go, oh, I want to change my rib cage, or I want to change this about me, or I want to change that about me. And it's easy to go down along that instead of stopping and going, I am thankful for my body. I'm thankful that I am healthy. I'm thankful that I can run. I am thankful that I am in my 50s. I am fit. I am thankful that I still have good skin. Yes, I'm getting wrinkles. That's okay. And I think that if more people did that, they would be happier with themselves. You would live a happier life, and you would definitely feel better. That's my random thoughts while I was out running this morning. Just leaving you with it's better to try to learn to love yourself. And to love yourself for who you are on the outside than trying to change everything about you on the outside. And it's a greater issue. It's on the inside. So I'm just going to leave you with that random thought. Yep. So take care. Hopefully you like this video and my random thoughts for you for the day. All right. Talk later. Bye-bye.